Okay, joining me now to discuss the latest developments in eastern Ukraine and Russia's invasion is Peter Jennings, Executive Director of the Australian Strategic Policy Institute. Peter, good to have you with us. Russian forces have been in these two eastern regions since 2014. We mustn't forget that. But to make such a deal about going in now, he wants way more than what he has at the moment, doesn't he?
It seems that way, Chris, and certainly what we're hearing from Joe Biden and Scott Morrison and other world leaders is, I think, based on some clear intelligence that has been obtained, which says that Putin's interested in now a full-on attack across all of Ukraine. I mean, Putin does have the opportunity to stop at the two rebel provinces, I guess, but it doesn't feel to me that that's what's happening, and it's certainly not how our political leaders are talking about it. So I would say in the next 24 to 48 hours, we might actually see a much larger scale invasion, possibly even targeted against the capital, Kyiv. And, that would be, frankly, the most serious military conflict that Europe would have seen since the end of the Second World War.
True. Now, Australia has joined with the rest of the world in implementing severe sanctions against Russia. Will sanctions be enough, though, to dissuade this bloke from any further military action?
No, clearly not. And a problem here, I think, is that from the beginning of at least this phase of the crisis, Joe Biden and pretty much everyone else has been saying to Vladimir Putin, well, we're not going to be using military force to resist you. And so Putin has known since before Christmas that really he was pushing on an open door in that sense. It's good to see support in the form of weapons coming now. But frankly, the democracies have been underinvesting in Ukraine for years since Putin's initial invasion of Crimea. I think on the sort of mistaken assumption that if we weren't arming Ukraine, that wasn't going to be insightful to the Russians. That's clearly not worked, and frankly, now it's too late. So now we have to see how the fight unfolds and what sort of resistance the Ukrainian military and Ukrainian people will put up. My sense, Chris, is that it won't be like Afghanistan. I think there's going to be quite significant fighting take place. And then Putin will have the pleasure of occupying a country of 40 million people that primarily doesn't want him and his forces to be there.